What is up, everybody? Welcome in to the Fantasy Tap. My name is Michael, and if you've never joined us for this series before, this is the Zero Running Back Season Series, where I drafted a team using the Zero Running Back draft strategy, and I am taking you guys through the entire season, how it unfolds, what I'm doing week in and week out, how I'm doing in general. So it's a great series to follow along with. If you missed the last few episodes, maybe this is your first one, go check them out. Go watch the first one. I kind of go over the team that I drafted, started with, and then I move forward week by week to the first 4 weeks. Today is a week 4 recap, week 5 preview. So waivers have yet to run. By the time you watch this video, they should have run through. But before I jump in, guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button with that little bell next to it so you get notified every time we do our Sunday live streams and any other live stream throughout the season. And anytime we drop a new video. So check that out. Also, check out our Discord. It's slowly growing. It is a great community full of great people who love fantasy football. So go check that out. That link is in the description. Now, let's jump into it. Zero running back series, week 4 recap, week 5 preview. Unfortunately, I took my second L. I'm not too happy about it. My biggest mistake, and it's not an excuse, but I was at a Dolphins game, tailgating and such, and I just completely overlooked this roster when I was setting it or going through my final lineups. I left Tyson Williams in. It wouldn't have made a difference really. Even if I would have started Darrell Henderson, which is what the move would have been, I still would have lost. My biggest mistake outside of that, obviously, was not starting Darnell Mooney over Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju Smith-Schuster did, see a bunch of targets, saw 8 targets, coming off that injury, but just could not get it going. Only had 2 catches for 11 yards, which didn't get it going. And then of course, Logan Thomas getting hurt, midway, I think in the first quarter with a hamstring injury. So that kind of stung. And overall, I only put up 59 points, which was the lowest this week. Doesn't feel great, but hey, it's still early in the season. I'm only 2-2. I'm not too worried about it. So let's jump into, it stinks because he didn't put up that many points either. I mean, he only put up 77. So I was only 18 away, 18 behind. And, on a normal week, I should have been able to get the dub, no matter what. I really messed up here, and that is completely my fault. It definitely won't happen again in this league because it's not fair to you guys. So this is a league that I will make sure to check out. Rookie mistake, but sometimes it happens. We're not perfect. I definitely have done it, a few times here and there. And unfortunately, this is one of those times. Anyways, let's jump into what I am going to be doing as far as waiver pickup. So here is my team, all the way down through the bench. Tyson Williams, obviously a healthy scratch last week. I'm going to be dropping him with Le'Veon Bell there. With Le'Veon Bell, Latavius Murray, and Devonta Freeman. I mean, it's just Latavius is the guy. He is the guy there, or at least was this week. So I'm going to be dropping Tyson this week. I am going to be going after a couple running backs in his spot. I've got first of all, with Logan Thomas week to week, I've got a waiver wire claim out there for for Dawson Knox. I like him. I like what he's shown the past couple of weeks in that Buffalo Bills offense. I think he is definitely somebody who can fill in that Logan Thomas void. I am going to be dropping him. There's no. I don't like carrying 2 tight ends. There's no point in it for me. I can stream tight end week to week if I absolutely have to. Samaje Perine, obviously, with the injury or potential injury to Joe Mixon, not going heavy on it. I don't expect to get him, to be honest. I'm only using $11. I have 128 left. So I'm not going too heavy on it. I don't expect to get him, but if I get him, great if he fills in. Obviously the Patriots defense over the Saints playing the Washington football team, who's had a pretty good offense lately. And I like the Patriots. They play Houston this week. Tough matchup next week against Dallas, but then they play the New York Jets. So I think I can squeeze them in the next couple weeks and see how they turn out. Now, the New Orleans, defense has a bye coming up in week 6. So that's really why I'm dropping them. If I don't get them, I can ride with them this week and worry about it next week. I'll be able to pick maybe up a cheap defense and not have to spend any fab on them if I don't get them. What else? Oh, Wayne Gallman for Tyson Williams if the Samaje Perine doesn't go through. And then I completely forgot to do this, but I am going to be trying to go after Latavius Murray. I'm going to be using the most for him. I'll be using $16 for that. Do I get it? More than likely not, and I'll make him my first priority. But yep, there he is up there. So if I get him, great. If not, oh well. I think it's going to be, a week-to-week thing with that backfield. I don't think there's going to be any stability. Truthfully, I would, for as much as he is, I'd most want Wayne Gallman. And I'm really hoping this Marlon Mack pickup, turns into something. Hoping he potentially either gets cut and then has a choice to where he goes, or gets traded somewhere he can be used. That was kind of a long-term play I picked up last week. I ended up dropping Ramondre Stevenson, who, as of right now, it's a good trade-off. Ramondre's not, not doing anything. He's either he's a healthy scratch or getting limited work. It just depends on how Bill Belichick feels that week. So let's look at my matchup coming up week 5. Here we go. It's going to be a good one. Currently favored 55 to 45%, 123 points to 120. So here we go. Here is his lineup. He's got the Buffalo Bills defense. Feel good about that going up against Kansas City. They are a solid defense, though. Can create turnovers. And then he has a pretty nice receiving core in the fact that he's got Tyler Boyd, Justin Jefferson, and Keenan Allen. Marvin Jones obviously can be a factor, going up against that Tennessee defense. And then he's got Cordero Patterson and Damian Harris in the running back spots. On his bench, he's got J.D. McKissic, Christian McCaffrey, who I don't believe is going to be coming back so he's going to attempt to practice. I don't think if he comes back, I don't think it's going to be for, his normal workload, but shoot, any CMC kind of scares me. So also he's got J.D. McKissic, Cortland Sutton, Myles Gaskin, Hunter Renfrow, and Jalen Reagor. Hunter Renfrow is sneaky. Could be a sneaky play this week. I currently have my lineup set. Obviously Kyler, my big 3, Devontae, DeAndre, and CeeDee Lamb. I really need production out of these two guys, out of DeAndre Hopkins and CeeDee Lamb. They've really been hurting me lately. And I think this could be a nice bounce back week for them. CeeDee's going up against a nice divisional opponent in the New York Giants. And DeAndre Hopkins going up against that San Francisco defense. So not the best matchup, but it's D-Hop. Doesn't matter who he's playing. And of course, Davante Adams, love this matchup currently going up against Cincinnati. I think Jesse Bates may be out their safety, but I think he is on the fence. And then, of course, Darrell Henderson, Jamal Williams in my running back spots. It is pretty rough out there. Really, really loved it when Tyson Williams was being used because I really felt really comfortable. But now I'm just grinding and hoping to get some running back 2 production. If I lose this week, I'm more than likely going to be moving attempting to move one of my big 3 here in the CeeDee Lamb, D-Hop, or Devontae Adams for a lesser receiver and a stout running back 2. Somebody will get me 10 points week in, week out that I don't even have to worry about. Obviously, we'll have to see who I get. If I can get Latavius Murray, I might even up my bid. If if I can get Latavius Murray and, feel confident with him and putting him in there, then I will do so. But so far, Jamal Williams has gotten it done every other week about. So hopefully this is that week going up against that Minnesota defense. And then, of course, I'm really hoping that Darrell Henderson plays, or has another solid week like he did last week, going up against the Seattle defense, who's not very good. So what else? Let's take a look at the standings real quick. It's not pretty. It is not pretty at all, but it is what it is. We have a 1-4-0 team. And then I am way down here, 9th. I was in first 2 weeks ago, but things change quickly. Not too worried about it though. I'm really not. I mean, we've got from 5th place all the way down to 9th place is 2-2. The only one starting to pull away a little bit is the first place team in the Real Adam Gase. He is 4-0. So it's still long way to go in this season. I'm not too worried about it. Really hoping I can get, if I can get Latavius Murray, I'll be very happy. But if not, maybe one of those other guys falls and I just have some depth there. And we will kind of see how that running back spot takes me. Hoping I can get this win. Hopefully Kyler Murray has a a typical Kyler Murray week. That'd be really nice. That'd be really, really nice. Nice 40-point game would be perfect. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I have for you. It's where I'm at. It's not where I want to be. And I don't think I'll have a problem getting up in this top 6 and making it to the playoffs. Like I said, it's still a long season. So we'll see how it goes this week. Well, it's going to be a good one. Still can't believe I put up 59 points. That's ridiculous. But it is what it is. It's fantasy football. Can't be perfect every week. Let's hope I can have a bounce back week this week, guys. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Feel free to comment, what you think I should do, any changes you think I should make to this team, any moves you think I should make. Let me know in the comments below. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Go check out our weekly our waiver wires that is active right now, as well as some streaming options. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We will see you later.